So today's video is going to be a little story time. Now this story time is going to be fairly short, but it's cool because we got more coming. You know what I'm saying? So don't panic and shit. But yeah, y'all, today I'm going to talk about my worst tattoo experience. Y'all not going to believe this shit. And it's crazy because she a good tattoo artist. I don't even want to put her out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't even going to do that. I ain't trying to start no fucking problems and shit like that. But it's just a simple fact that, you know what I'm saying? What is it? Customer service? Her shit wasn't right. It was absolutely fucked. It was wrong. You know what I'm saying? It just made me not want to go back, and I haven't been back since then. I really should have, I'm not even going to talk about that time. I had a lot of bad experiences with this person, but this is like the last time should have been. I'm not even going to talk about the last time. I went and I got this leg tattoo, right? And I've been to this girl plenty of times, but it's like every time I go to her, she's just so fucking unprofessional. I'm going to just put it like that. She unprofessional as fuck. It's like every time I went to her, she'll say, come at this time. The shit'll be scheduled for this time. I get there, I'm not getting tatted for another 5 or 6 fucking hours. That's how bad it was. And I'm like, bro, like, for all that, you could have just told me, oh, you booked for today. That type of shit. You're not about to just do these little, like, I want a set time as to where I'm supposed to come, like, to get my shit done. I don't want to be waiting there for 5, 6 hours. I got other shit to do. So it was like every time that I would say something about that, she'll be like, oh, yeah, I ain't know you was like, I ain't know you had a curfew. She'll try to play me on some type shit. I'm looking at her like, bitch, no. All right. She told me pull up. I think it was like, I forgot what fucking time it was, bro. But I was waiting for a long ass time. So I'm waiting downstairs to get my shit done. This shit taking like fucking forever, y'all. Like, so I'm finally ready, right? She finally ready for me and shit. But y'all, when she was done with the guy, right? She took another fucking 2 hours, y'all. When she was done with the guy, she talking about, I'm about to start setting up, da-da-da-da. I'm like, bro, you setting up for 2 fucking hours? In the midst of that, I went and got something to eat. I'm thinking she gonna be done by the time I go back and get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? She's still not done. I finally go up there. I'm getting the tat done, right? That shit hurting like a bitch. This is the one, like, on the side of my leg, right? So that shit hurting, but at the same time, still getting through. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna finish this shit, or I'm gonna either just tap out and come back because it's getting late. This shit took like 4 or 5 hours. I'm not gonna lie. And the shit wasn't even a full fucking sleeve. It was just one joint, like a piece right here, bro. First sign that told me to get the fuck out of there, the way she was huffing and puffing while she was doing the tattoo. And like, she in there like, this shit taking long as shit. Why is this shit taking so long? All this shit, right? So I'm in the chair. I'm like, and then I go back to my phone. I go back to put my headphones in and go back to my phone. Because I had music playing, right? Because that shit was hurting, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was hurting. That was my, like, that shit was over a 10. Like, I don't know what needle she had. She was going, like, deep as shit. Then it took, like, the 3rd time when she said something else, right? She just kept saying, like, this shit burning me out. This long-ass tattoo, da-da-da-da, right? So that's why I took my headphone out and I'm looking at her and shit like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so like after the huffing and puffing and talking shit, after that, my tattoo started hurting worse, bro. So I'm like, yo, she getting heavy-handed as shit. Like, and me, I don't know much about tattoos. It was hurting so bad, that shit started stinging a little bit. I'm like, bro, this shit hurt. Like it got to the point where I'm getting mad at her. So I'm looking back at her, I'm making these faces and shit. I'm like, yo. So the tattoo finally done, whatever the case is. She complaining, whatever. She just trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? She just, like, wants some finally shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, I ain't coming to this bitch no more, yo. Like, she tripping. I had no problem with coming back, yo. I swear to God, I had no problem with coming back. I think I even told her. I told her I could come back or some shit like that. Like, what, you want me to come back or something? That was, like, the worst fucking experience I had. So it's like when I went home, y'all, I did not want no more leg tattoos, right? The next day, it was like oozing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I put moisturizer on it, like the Aquaphor, whatever the case is, that shit just start, like, you know what I'm saying, like pussing a little bit. So I'm like dapping it with the paper towel and I washed it off, kept it dry. I'm like, bro, this shit keep doing this, bro. I don't know what the fuck to do because I'm not about to keep washing it and the ink just come out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I didn't still want my shit looking real fucking nutty. Like, I'm like, all right, if it's fucked up a little bit, that's cool. I can just get it touched up as it heals. But I'm like, if this joint get fucked up, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, I'm gonna be pissed. Because you know how you get a new tattoo, people ask about it, you gotta show it to them. You be like, I don't even know how to explain that to somebody. They look at it, they be like, yo, bro, let me see a new tattoo. And I show them. Like, if I get a tattoo, I just don't want it to look too shitty. Like, I don't want to like, if something wrong with it, whatever the case is. Like, I want it to be something that I like. Because if it's something that I don't like, or it's something wrong with it, I'm gonna be fucking, like, irritated. So when it got to like the pussy and all that shit, when that shit kept happening, I'm like, nah, I'm about to go to see if this shit infected, right? So I went to one tattoo shop. The first boy, he was like, no, it's not infected. He's like, you got color, so it's like it's going to do that. You got to be careful with color. You just got to leave it dry for a couple of days. And he was like, she didn't tell you what to do. And I'm like, nah, she didn't tell me what to do about the color and shit like that. I thought I'm supposed to just, you know what I'm saying? He like, no, just let it, you know what I'm saying, let it dry for a little bit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, he ain't telling me enough. I'm getting paranoid because I'm like, bro, this shit look fucking crazy. So I'm like, I went to another tattoo artist. These tattoo shops around the way of where I was at. So I started going from store to store to store to store. I'm like, yo, like, can you tell me if this shit looks infected? And he was like, the second one, he was like, look infected. So I'm like I'm dead ass in my head, I'm about to cry. I'm like, bro, like, if this shit really infected, bro, I'm going to be mad as shit. Like, so I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like, so what's wrong with it? Like, and he was like, it looked like she just like, she was like on some heavy-handed shit. So, all right, he said that. He said just keep it dry, whatever the case is. If it started getting worse, come back to him. He gonna see what it look like. So I'm like, once he said that, if it started looking worse, come back, I'm like, bro, is it infected or is it not fucking infected? Because y'all confusing the shit out of me. Because now I'm getting scared. Is it infected or is it not infected? Bro, so I went to the third boy, right? Third boy I went to was the guy that he did my first leg tattoo, right? He was around the way. I didn't know his shop was around the way. I went to a shop that was like a block down, and he just happened to be in there and just happened to be working there at the time. So I seen him. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, I need your opinion. Like, I just got this tattoo done from this girl, whatever the case is. I need you to tell me if this shit is infected. Like, honestly, don't lie to me, none of that. If it's infected, tell me now so I can get this shit treated some kind of way. So he come look at it, whatever the case. He said, no, it's not infected. He was like, she went deep as shit into your skin. So that's like, it's going to scar up. It's not going to heal like a normal tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I'm like, you got to explain. And he was like, she went deep as shit into your skin. So that's why it's pussing or whatever. If it was like green or yellowish type shit coming out, then that would have been an infection. But it's clear as shit. It's not an infection. It's just like, I forgot what the fuck they called it. I don't know if it was plasma or what. It was some shit they called it. But they said, come out your leg, whatever the case is. Just like a little joint, just dap it up, whatever the case is. Keep your shit dry. I got back home, kept that shit dry. My leg was just like hurting, like hard and shit. I couldn't even fucking walk. I didn't want to get up, none of that shit. I'm just like, bro, this shit really nutty. I'm just like, I ain't go back, bro. I ain't go back. Because it was like, with my mans, I brought my friend there too. She had my friend waiting for fucking 5 hours for a tattoo. Actually, it was 7. So it was like, I was embarrassed because I'm like, bro, I felt fucking like, you know what I'm saying? You made me look bad. I'm like, I had somebody coming to you. Because I'm telling people that your shit good. Like, your work is real good, whatever the case is. So I bring somebody to you. You got somebody waiting for 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? And then they finally get the tattoo come out beautiful, whatever the case is, but you still had niggas waiting long as shit. Like, and I ain't even gonna stunt. Her tattoos are worth waiting for, but it's not worth waiting for, like, the disrespectful shit, the bad customer service, the long ass waits, all that shit. Like, I think, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the tattoo. My leg a little ashy, but there we go right there. Y'all, that's it for the story time for today. That was my worst tattoo experience, my worst tattoo artist rather than the first one. Yeah, like, just do your homework on people that y'all go to for tattoos, cause hopefully y'all like this video. Hopefully y'all like and comment, subscribe, and get me, you know what I'm saying? Help me get to 100 subscribers, whatever the case is. I know I gotta be more consistent. I'm working on it. So, you know what I'm saying? Just meet me halfway. I'm gonna meet you. You know what I'm saying? I post, you subscribe. I post, you subscribe. Yeah, I just want to keep going, whatever the case is. So, boom. See y'all next video.